welcome back to my video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. This video is going to be about my student teaching experience, but most importantly, I am going to be providing tips if you are about to start your student teaching experience in the next upcoming school year, or you're going to start it next semester. So make sure you watch this video. So I just completed my student teaching. I was in a second grade ICT classroom where it was 4 adults. We had 2 co-teachers. One was general ed, one was SPED. We had a health paraprofessional and plus me as well in the classroom. And overall, I had an amazing experience. If you was to look back on my videos, I talked about how I was nervous and, not sure if I would be paired up with the right teacher, if they would be receptive to me or I would be receptive to them. And overall, it was just an amazing experience. So during my student teaching, I did a lot of things. I went to a lot of the workshops. One of the workshops that they did have was a Raising Race Conscious workshop. I am going to leave their link down below because they do go out to schools within the community, and they also have workshops for parents as well. They actually came to the school and spoke with a lot of the educators, just talking about like how do they teach race within the classroom, and they just provided a lot of resources, and I thought that they were very beneficial. So I am going to leave their information down below. If you are a teacher in the New York City area, I don't know if they're in other states as well, but I will leave their information down below if you guys want to read up on it and see what they're all about. Hey, go right ahead and do that. Another workshop that I went to is they had a sign language workshop, and if anybody knows, I want to learn sign language so bad, but I don't want to go to school for it. And when this opportunity came up and I found out that one of the ladies was teaching sign language, I was the first one in there. She is one of the sign language service providers. I think one or two students in either kindergarten or first grade are hearing impaired, and they do have the cochlear implant. So she does come, frequently to check on the kids, and she was offering this class, and I was like, wow, this is so amazing. Like, this must be a sign from God. In my classroom, the teachers did use sign language. Like, this was bathroom. Goes for tea. And this means toilet, but the kids use this for bathroom, and if they wanted water, they would do this. So the kids didn't even know that they were learning sign language. And just to see that in a classroom environment, how awesome is that you can teach kids sign language from all grade levels without them even knowing. I found that so interesting. So if you're interested in learning how to use sign language in your classroom, let me know, because I have some definitely wonderful resources that you guys can use about classroom management using sign language. If you're interested, just leave your email down below and I will scan some of the worksheets to you, and you can definitely use in the classroom. Like, it was just amazing, all the wonderful resources. I think in January she's gonna do like how to do singing in sign language, but unfortunately I am gonna be there, but I probably won't be able. I would have to find out what day she's doing the workshop to see if I would be there when I'm subbing. But just going to workshops, make sure you go to all of them. I went to grade team meetings where the principal came and she sat in, and I just sat on the side, took notes. And if there was any leftover resources, I took. Make sure if there's any leftover resources that you take and you use too, because you can also as well use that in your classroom. Anything that the teachers send you to go and copy, please make sure you make a copy for yourself. Always make an extra copy for yourself, because you can also use that as well in the classroom. What else? Another thing is that I had to do 40 lessons for my university, and I had to do 2 groups, whether it was reading, writing, or math. I chose to do reading and writing. My supervisor would come out to visit me, and my supervisory visits was amazing. She gave me 3s and 4s exemplary. I probably only got like 1, 2 on one, and that was dealing with like a tool. I'm going to talk about that. I'll try to make the story quick. When your supervisor comes, she wants to see you try and use a tool that you guys kind of discussed together and want to use it as a reflective moment. Now, I could not do that because when I wanted to use a tool, one of the teachers made a comment because they were doing editing, and I kind of made an editing chart specified to what the kid particularly needed. The teacher saw my chart and she was like, oh, that's too long. And I had to explain to her, like, yeah, I know it's a lot, but I'm going to go through it with the kids step by step. I kind of had to go over, above, and beyond, because I wanted to use this chart so I can learn to see whether it was effective or, not. And, I did use it and I did find it effective, but I didn't get to go through all the steps because I'm just like, you know what? I probably went through like maybe 3 or 4 steps on the chart with the kids because there was days where they didn't have writing workshop and days where they did. So the schedule will kind of change in terms of when they had it. And I only met with them twice a week out of the whole week. So, things of that nature, when you're doing something with your supervisor, they want to see, are you able to reflect, like, how did it work for the kids? What would you have done differently? How would you have changed it? They want to see that you're making that growth every time they come. Are you getting better? Are you improving? Where can I help you? Like, things of that nature. So when it comes to tools and things that I'm saying, not saying that everybody's going to have that same experience, but this was my experience. I found it very hard when it was something that my supervisor wanted me to try. I was unable to do it because I either had to go above and beyond their means, or just like the feedback that I would get, it was like kind of negative. Like, oh, well, we have this in the classroom. We don't really need to, like, things like that. I had the opportunity to go on field trips with the kids. I got to see how they planned out the field trips. Like, it was just overall like amazing. I love the field trips. I didn't really get to see like how they planned the field trips, but they mostly had like one parent, do the field trips and stuff, and then like one parent bring the snack for the field trip, and they have a good setup. So even that, I mean, I got to see a little bit of that. I got to speak with parents. They had Family Friday. The parents will come do things with their kids. I thought it was just like beautiful. Like, when you're looking into a school, you want to see that parent involvement. You want to see, them coming into the school, like doing things with their kids. Like, I love stuff like that. Or even if a school doesn't have that, I would love to incorporate that in my classroom. At least like have parents come out to 2 big events and just do something with the kids. Like, I love to see things like that, and just having parents very involved in their kids' education. What else? I mean, just overall, make sure you take a lot of pictures. Pictures, pictures, pictures. I can't say it more. Take pictures before school even start, from the beginning, when the teachers are setting up the bulletin board. Like, take pictures of everything, and make sure before you leave that you take extra pictures again, because sometimes teachers might add something that you may not see. You might like something that they put up. Just make sure you have pictures, because who knows, you might want to use that in your classroom, and you found it super helpful, and that's something that you want to use in your upcoming teaching experience, whether it's kindergarten, first, second, whatever. A lot of books. One of the books that I was recommended was The First 6 Weeks of School. I am gonna put that book down below, and it just shows you like how your room should run if you follow this routine strategically for the 6 weeks. So that's definitely something that you should look into. I am gonna put that down below, The First 6 Weeks of School. They had 100 Energizers book that I am gonna put down below. Just like different games and things that you could do within the classroom. Make sure you guys reach out to the school community. Like, you say hi to teachers, administrators, everybody. If they ask you to do a subbing, because there was times when I came in the morning and I'm like signing the student teacher book, and the administration didn't have anybody to sub. They'll ask the student interns, hey, can you sub this class for me for 2 periods? I say yes and do it, because that opens up the door. I did it one time, and once I did it that one time, they was like, hey, we want to offer you a job to do subbing here at this school. Principal nominated me, and ever since that, I'm in the process of doing my application right now. So if you get that opportunity to do that, I say, hey, why not? Try it and see how you like it, because that's even getting your foot into the door of just you being in a classroom by yourself with 26 kids, maybe 30, So try that and do that. And most importantly, before you leave, please make sure you guys get a recommendation. A recommendation is so key, because a recommendation basically tells, whoever's going to hire you, what are some of the skills that you have? What are some of your strengths? What are some things that you did overall? How did the teachers feel about your experience as a student teacher? So you want to make sure that you get a recommendation. If I'm telling you, if you got to go above and beyond, go above and beyond, because at the end of the day, when you get that recommendation, the recommendation will speak volumes about you as an individual, as that student intern. So I say go above and beyond, okay? And if you guys have any questions, any comments, please leave them down below, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe this video. Bye, guys.